The number one rule for rebreather diving is to know our PO2. So it's not as simple as checking out the display here and seeing what the numbers are. We need to have cells that work, and we need to have a system that's properly calibrated. So this is a quick overview of calibrating your Optima rebreather. This doesn't replace training, time with an instructor, and definitely doesn't replace the manual. So if you're a certified diver, you're a little confused about calibration, you should start by going back to the manual, talk to your instructor, and maybe get back in the water for some kind of refresher. Now the basic concept here is fill this up with oxygen, ensure that it's at 1 atmosphere, and tell the computer and the HUD, hey, this is 0.98, go ahead and calibrate to these values. When I had the head off, I went ahead and wrote down the millivolts in air, so I've got those values just like the checklist says, but the next step is to calibrate. So I'm going to flow oxygen through the canister at a slow flow rate. So I've got oxygen flowing through, and as that fills up the can, I'm going to go ahead and prep my computer and prep my HUD. And by prep, I mean go to the calibrate screen, press that button, wait on this screen. Go to the HUD, press the button once, twice, now we're on the calibrate row. And my oxygen kind of turned itself off, so I'll turn it back on, let it flow through. And before I press go, I'm going to turn the tank off. Press and hold on the HUD, press calibrate on the computer. This is our success message on the HUD, and we get a calibration report with millivolts that we can then write down. Now the reason it's really important to turn the tank off is to ensure that while we have oxygen in here, it's 1 atmosphere. We could very easily overpressurize this can, so I've got a properly calibrated can now. If I increase the oxygen, we can see I go over a 1.0, which shouldn't be possible at 1 atmosphere, and that means that we've overpressurized the can, and that would give us an improper calibration. So while this needs to be full of oxygen, we don't want to overpressurize it. It's also nice to calibrate these at the same time, so we don't have any discrepancy between the two. Now, it's also good to know what a failed calibration looks like. If we were to accidentally calibrate the HUD when we try to turn it off, that's really common, or the computer somehow. If we go to calibrate, it will let you calibrate, but you can see right here, it's like, hey, these millivolts are really low, and I'm gonna get a failure. Failed. Millivolts are too low. The computer's smart enough to understand that that was not a good calibration, and it's not going to display any PO2 because it knows that those millivolts are way out of range. On the HUD, that looks like this. So we get our success message and then a failure message right on the top and bottom. And like I mentioned, this is common when we try to turn off the HUD if we accidentally calibrate it. So if you turn your HUD on and you get this message, you need to recalibrate. And remember, calibration is stored in the nunchucks, and these are interchangeable. If we want to check cell number 4 millivolts, we can plug this into the HUD side, and that's how we get cell number 4's millivolts. I've got more details on calibration on a blog article, and again, talk to your instructor, reference the manual. This is just a brief overview for people that are already certified or who are in class. If you have questions outside of that, feel free to give me a holler, but thank you for watching.